Excuse me. Excuse me. on, there we go. All right, and that was definitely one of the most powerful Shiva mantras. Hello, boy, it seemed like y'all scared of Shiva. Where everybody go? Hello, Lavender Flower 789. Hey, how are you? If you could hit that thumbs up. So someone requested a reading on Natureboy, an updated one. And I decided to do one on Malia or Malia. I have a tendency to pronounce names different than other people. So Malia is her name. And I wasn't going to do another reading on them for a while until I stumbled upon a video where it literally, Malia is very, what do you call it, emaciated? Oh man, the body tells you a lot about a person. And so, we can say, oh, well, this looks fake. They're doing this for views. They're doing this for attention. But when somebody has lost that much weight and you can literally see all of the ribs in their chest, that's not good. So a lot of people have been saying that she could be being starved, which, yes, she is. It's probably attention. I have warned against relationships like this for even men and women, to get involved in things like this. And so I was watching one of the lives, and I know how to read between the lines. And keep in mind that because I am going to ask some questions about Natureboy, but keep in mind that men like Natureboy are very meticulous, okay? They have protection around what they're doing, okay? So there's protection. So we'll see what spirits have to say about Natureboy, and if he is playing a role in this, but he definitely plays a direct role, because basically what it looked like to me was a game of The Bachelor. And all these women after this one man, right? And they're all competing to get him by himself. I don't care what any of them say. Some of them are there because they do seem to be okay with it, but you can tell the women that are closer to him, they seem to be suffering mind, body, and spirit because they want him. And so when she was speaking in the last talk that I saw, and I'll get to the cards in a minute, she keeps saying that she's fighting with her demons because now all of a sudden he's a spiritualist and he knows what he's talking about, even though he needs help himself. Okay. And so she's saying, oh, well, there's a demon over there. Every time I think I got rid of one demon, there's another one over there. So she feel like she done eliminated Eliana. And then now the rest of the demons there are the women. Okay. And see, I know how to read between the lines. Hold on a second. I got to follow up with a client. What the? Okay, I done opened up another window and all kind of stuff. Give me a second. Okay. Trying to get somebody scheduled for a reading. By the way, guys, if you want a private reading, my links are below. You can visit my Etsy shop. I am an empathic reader, and so I can read people, and to me, what it looks like is that she's scared to death. It seems like she's a hostage with Stockholm syndrome who really wants to say, I want to leave. But we all know what happened to Eliana, because Eliana wanted to leave, and I heard quite a bit about him beating up Eliana. So, this, and oh goodness gracious. Yeah, I've been playing around in my fireplace and I got all this soot. Okay, I've got to go, and hold on guys, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I've been doing work in my fireplace. Hold on. Okay. So already what Spirit is telling me is that since Eliana left, I feel as though he makes a huge difference from Eliana. Since she's left, they've been doing nothing but talking about Eliana. That's all Nature Boy ever talks about, Eliana, and if she's going to come back. And, so she's seeing that whatever work that she did to get rid of Eliana is not bringing her any closer to Nature Boy. It really isn't. Okay. And I do want to look at him really closely, because we can assume that he's the bad guy, but keep in mind that those women did make a choice. However, if he doesn't let them leave, that would be the issue. If any of them didn't feel comfortable with saying, yeah, I do want to go, I do want to leave. If any of them, they've already been trained and programmed, after he beat the crap out of Eliana a couple of times, that's not the right thing to say. Okay. So I'm just telling y'all what I know about the situation already, but we're going to look and see, because looking at her, she looks very emaciated. It looks bad. It does. And he's got to know that. Looks like she's on a hunger strike or something, doesn't it? So if she says that she is eating, but for some reason, it's not that she's not gaining weight, Nature Boy. It's that she's losing weight. Like, that's obvious that she's lost a lot of weight, and lost it very quickly. Now, a lot of people probably speculate that it could be an STD, could be stress. That's a terrible, stressful situation that all of those women are in my humble opinion. I'm sorry. And I remember last year, after seeing the video of him beating Eliana with the baby in her arms and them fighting, I tried to reach out to Eliana on Instagram. It was instantly blocked. So I'm wondering who runs their Instagram. That's pretty interesting. Y'all realize that in the United States, there are millions of slaves. And so I'm extremely disappointed in Nature Boy, because now I see that he seems to be trafficking them or something. So we're gonna take a look at this, and I debated on if I was strong enough, because I don't want to get any backlash. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I will be straight up, with Nature Boy and whoever his goons are, which I haven't felt that there's been any goons. I've done a couple of readings on them. And if you spiritually attack me, I am a witch. Okay. Now, the one thing that I can tell you is that, and I was thinking about this right before I started, this was that it's obvious that Nature Boy has been doing rituals. It's obvious he's doing something. Okay. Whether or not these rituals were taught to him, or they are just inherent in him to where he can get his way with these women. Okay, whatever he's been doing, it is obviously not good for these women. I mean, seriously, like a lot of us gained weight over the holidays, and this woman is losing weight at a fast rate. So that's very concerning to the community. And I thought that as a high priestess and a psychic, I would come and I would see what is going on. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, first we're going to call to Saint Michael for protection. Thank you. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters. What do you want us to know about Malia, Nature Boys? Is she his wife? Why does people make life so complicated? I don't know, Lavender Flower. I don't know. It be these men folk. Yeah. Well, okay. Homesick. So she does miss her family. 6 of Cups comes up. Sorry, guys. My allergies are off the chain. It must be this new moon coming up because, and I've been, just, yeah. And so anyway. All right. 6 of Cups in the upright position. So she's definitely homesick. She's missing somebody. Okay. Yeah, see? Okay. I don't know why I feel like this card is telling me, this spirit guide right here is telling me that she does want to leave, and she may have even vocalized this, but then the Judgment card comes up. So it's coercion, definitely coercion. Okay, this card, what I'm pulling forth with this card is heavy judgment, and knowing kind of what happens if you do leave. Okay, because he's not gonna let her leave peacefully. Okay, then we got the Queen of Wands in the, well, it's upright for me, it's reversed for you guys. Okay, and then we got the Lovers. So this is where we kind of get into the story of what's going on with her, is that I feel like emotionally, physically, and mentally, she is being negatively impacted by this relationship with Nature Boy. I'm sorry, guys. Let me take this banner off right here. And where is my banners at? Okay, there's my little ticker. Okay, in case somebody wants to reach me, because I feel as though it is a difficult situation. Now, I don't know her zodiac sign. I'm going to try to find it. And I'm just saying, anybody involved in that situation, please do not come to my channel attacking me. Nobody should be attacking right now. Nobody. I'm going to put you up out of here. Okay, not you in the chat, Lavender Flower, but whoever is in here, trying to light candles and stuff, we just gonna have to teach you a lesson, okay? So y'all don't want me to put up my protection because my protection hurts. Just saying, don't nobody come at me today. I'm doing my job, okay? Malia, Nature Boy, zodiac sign. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, I don't see it. I would guess her to be she could be either sign. She has a very mixed chart. She may even be water sun, fire rising. She may have a water moon. and possibly an air Venus is what I would guess, because I can't find her stuff. But and I usually guess right, which is why I went ahead and said that. But she could be fire, definitely. She could be a Scorpio, or she could be an air sign, in particular a Gemini. Okay, so and I can throw the cards to see that. Let me see if I can, because I don't watch them that closely. Oh, a water sign card fell out. So she could possibly be a water sign. She seems like a very sweet person. She seems like a very peaceful person, even though, she said that before she came there, oh, you was arguing with everybody and da 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 da, as if we don't have a reason to argue with nobody. I can't stand it when now if you're somebody that's in overdrive to where you're just attacking and and you're just very high strung, then that's different. But when you are somebody that is in a situation where you're having to defend yourself or you're feeling attacked, of course you're going to argue. And so narcissistic people like Natureboy, because I do believe that Natureboy is a narcissist. I'm not trying to hurt him by saying that. I'm just saying that he is. But I don't think that he's too terrible of a narc, but he doesn't realize what he's actually doing to harm these women and to harm these people. Because it is a cult. And it's nothing wrong with that. It just seems like a cult where he's always preaching at everybody, and everybody has to walk on eggshells around him. We've seen men like that, and they want to please him, and so that's understandable because they all love him. And so it's all good, but not for her. And I heard some other stuff that I don't even want to speak on. I would no. No, I would just assume that God is going to do what is right for those people. I'm not going to even go there about that other little thing that I heard about the baby, because I feel like that child is too young. Okay, however way you spin it, people should know what's going on, but I can't do that. Okay, but there was some other stuff that it came out, and I just was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now?" And so we're gonna look at what the obvious is, what we can see, okay? Because I haven't been around that baby, I don't know that baby, so I wouldn't be able to judge, okay? All right, spirits. What about the lovers? What is going on with her condition? Why is she so skinny? Why is she losing weight? Hello, Outer Banks Witch. Yeah. Well, the demon is this relationship that she's in with him. That's the number one demon. Relationships are probably a demon for her anyway, but this Queen of Pentacles is talking to me about nutrition. First thing that this card said to me was food. And I think it's a lack thereof. I think for some reason she's not eating. She is in love with Natureboy. But then again, I think that she has a very something about her and Eliana comes up for me. Okay, something about her and Eliana, because I saw it discussing. I guess if that's how you want to experience love in the world of gladiators, I'm sorry if I'd rather have some flowers and some candy. I'm not going to go out in the middle of the street and fight with a woman for somebody's affection unless it was my husband or my man. Then then we, but it would all depend. Okay, she's in an open relationship with this man. Okay, and they all know about each other. So there's no secrets. But I believe that the devil This is actually the devil card. And what this and this means together is that she's in love. These two cards, and she can't pull herself away. She can't do it. Queen of Cups reversed. The first thing that she's saying to me is that she's not drinking enough water and that she is definitely dehydrated because I can feel it. Let me give me some water. I got a water bottle right here. She can't really take in a lot of food. Spirit is definitely showing me an underlying health condition as well. Okay. Now, it is spiritual what she's going through as far as with the weight loss, the extreme emaciation. Okay. And so I'm wondering if she's still a vegan. I know that he was saying that they weren't vegan anymore, but I'm wondering if she's eating enough, but it's not about her eating enough. It's something taken from her is what I can sense. That's the first thing they said to me was parasites, some kind of parasite. She needs to be seen by a doctor. This spirit guide is telling me that, or either an experienced healer, because Natureboy says he's a healer. Okay. You know, I understand that sex can be healing, but she needs obviously the touch of a real healer. And I'm going to ask that. Yeah, you said you got dehydrated too. Yeah, I felt it. And I felt it as soon as I started throwing the cards. But this card definitely indicates, because it's reversed for me. I wish I could flip the camera, but I don't have my mini cam hooked up to this. So all of these cards, you're seeing them in the reverse position. So to me, because I'm reading them facing me. Okay, and this Queen of Cups is reversed. She needs to, she's gonna need, and this one right here is saying that she needs fluids. She needs some Gatorade or something. I would even, what's that, Pedialyte? She needs some Pedialyte to replenish her, because this spirit guide is a doctor. It reminds me sort of, it feels like it's Saint Raphael. If I were treating her, for me personally, and I was not able to get her to a hospital, I would put her in a tub of water, with honey in it. And I know that sounds weird, but this would start to quickly rehydrate her body. And then also she would need to be fed something fattening. She needs to drink some milk, because milk will fatten you up very fast. Okay, just regular old cow's milk. Okay, is what this spirit guide is saying. But she definitely does need to cleanse herself. Judging by this devil card, this says it all. It's okay to be in love, but you know, and I do believe that those other women play a part in how she's doing, but ultimately she's doing it to herself. She's doing it to her. It's okay to love somebody else, but when love is harming you to the point where you're doing this, and see, for the past few years, I've been saying that somebody's doing work on these people. Why? Because they're jealous. Why you would be jealous of that, I have no idea. But there are some people that seem to be jealous. So not only that, she's got this man doing rituals on her, and then she also has these, the general public that which she is being exploited to. They're doing rituals on her as well. Okay. Not enough spiritual protection either. Okay. You can be spiritually protected all by yourself. Oh, there's definitely sex magic, because he's had them, sleeping with each other. The other women are having sex with each other, which is, I think Sis was saying that that was kind of against polygamous rules, right? Wasn't it? Didn't you say that, Outer Banks? Are you still here? This girl done ran off somewhere. She ain't said nothing. um, she was. I don't know much about polygamy. Okay, cool. She's here. Wasn't you saying that when you practice in polygamy, you're not supposed to have the women sleeping with each other? Like, that's not traditionally what you're supposed to do. You were saying that, because I don't know much about it, because I've never experienced that, and I never want to. Just for my own personal thing. I personally, the reason why I wouldn't be able to deal with it is because I wouldn't want to live in a compound with that many people all the time. In fact, I would love to just be in the middle of the forest, or either the country, with no neighbors and nobody else around me. Okay. That would be heaven for me. So to be just living in a house with a bunch of people like that, I personally couldn't do it. I'm much more of a loner type. Okay. And fundamental Mormonism, no. Okay, but okay, so I know that the youngsters, because I don't consider myself to be in any of these people's age. I'm almost 50, y'all. Can y'all believe it? In 6 years I'll be 50. I'll be 44 this year. But I know that the younger people, the way that they kind of do things, you know, but the concern is whether or not she's close to death. And she's damn close to it. Yeah. She's close to it. If she doesn't get help soon, things would take a turn for the worse. But just treating her with traditional medicine is not all that she needs. I would recommend for her to go and see a doctor, so that because what they can do is they can give her an IV, and they can give her some food. You can't necessarily just pump yourself up with fat. They probably would know better, because I am not a nutritionist. But I do believe that fat is not necessarily a bad thing, especially for her. Now breads and stuff like that, possibly, but I think that some really good nutritionally dense food is what she needs, and probably lots of it. But she can't necessarily overeat, but she needs some calories, is what spirits is telling me. And keep in mind, I'm a medical intuitive. So okay, so you were saying fundamental Mormons practice plural marriage or polygamy. And it's not necessarily, so they don't do it that way, though. They don't have like everybody sleeping together. The man just has several wives, and he has separate time with all of them, and they probably do spend time together, because polyamory. Okay, so it's not polygamy, it's polyamory. You're right. Okay, so it's a polyamorous relationship. Basically, it's not traditionally polygamy. Hello, Alyssa. Hello, how are you? Oh Lord, Alyssa's asking a question. Alyssa, I will get to you in a minute. I am doing a reading for somebody. I am doing a reading on other YouTubers. So Lavender Flower said that he preys on weak women. Well, you know what? I've heard all of this before. I've seen all of this before. But I mean, we all have dealt with the player types. To sit and start starving yourself and Like that's some deep, extreme love. And we all have been heartbroken before to where like, you know, you can't eat, you can't sleep. It's okay, hun. Okay, so they are sister wives, but married just to the man. Okay. So they're so yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna throw another deck. I'm gonna leave these cards out here. All right, I'm gonna use my Legacy of the Divine deck. All right, spirits, what messages do you have about Nature Boy? Is he the cause of her condition? Up, Eight of Cups, but it's in the reverse position. So this kind of further supports that she does want to leave, but then again, she doesn't. Because if the situation were different, she probably wouldn't want to leave. But see, Nature Boy is very fragmented, okay? So that's why he has a need for all of those different women at once, okay? All right. Yes or no, spirits? Does Nature Boy have anything to do with her current condition? There's that Judgment card again. These are he definitely does. See, what she needs is healing. All of that yelling and screaming and, you know, the way men can be very berating to women, that does no good. It doesn't. But I do feel like what this Judgment card is saying, and it is in the reverse position, is that he doesn't want her to leave. So she would be under scrutiny if she did leave. Okay, she would, and just keep in mind, guys, all of these cards are reversed except for the Nine of Coins. So it's just reversed for you guys, but all of these are reversed. Okay, Lavender Flower, I'll do that. Thank you. Great idea. Is he starving her purposely? Is he doing it like is he actually physically starving her to where he's refusing her food, spirits? No, he's not. It's not. But it is his energy. Okay, but he's not like purposely starving her or keeping food from her. But what I can see is that it's verbal abuse, mind control. Then I keep seeing the number 3. So there's narcissism, very heavily, extreme narcissism involved with this situation. Here's why. If you are with a man that has several different women or several different households, or even sometimes even 3 or 4, you're going to find yourself going without. You're going to, because he can't chop himself up into several pieces and give them to her, give it to the women. So they are suffering in a sense that they're not getting enough from him. It's impossible. He does this for a living because that's a part of the draw to keep things going, is that, you know, if he were to lose her, it would be just like losing money, losing a wife. Because people are, people have turned people, and other people are now a commodity and they're not real people. So Justice card is in the reverse position, so he's definitely being abusive. Absolutely. This is actually reversed for me, guys. The camera's facing, okay, the cards are facing me in the reverse position of what you see them. So this is how I see them. Okay. And then that's what you got. Because what Spirit is pointing to is exactly what is happening. And I'm one of those people. I'm not traditional in a sense of a religious tradition, but even as a pagan, I believe in God's design of it being one man and one woman. I mean, I believe that you can, I believe that this would create a healthier environment. And I believe that one man trying to divide himself up between that many women. Yeah, Quandra, oh goodness gracious. You got to understand that those women make a choice. Everybody got choices. Those women make a choice to do what they're doing with him. I'm just saying. Okay. And I understand that these women are young and impressionable. That's one of the reasons why people are so concerned, is because they're so young. They're not really old enough to make the decisions that they have been really making. All of them are babies. Some of them probably went into the situation as young as 18, 19, 20 years old. You should still be at home with your parents at that age. Technically, so, and I guess it would just depend on who your parents are. I mean, I'm not trying to judge them or anything, because I don't need it, because there's already, they already are under heavy judgment. Goodness gracious. Like, people make videos about them all the time. And so I don't want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, he's not doing it purposely. From what Spirit said, is that he's not forcing her to. It's not like he's saying don't eat, but his demons are. See, when you love a man, you deal with his demons. When you love a man, am I right or am I wrong, Outer Banks Witch? When you deal with a man, you're dealing with his demons, you're dealing with his ancestors, you're dealing with his energy. And then also all those women are dealing with the energy of those other women. Okay, so it is his demons, it's hers too. But her demons are not going to starve her. Her demons are not going to necessarily make her starve, unless she could have possibly came there with some kind of eating disorder. Okay, because I think that possibly could be a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just going to tell y'all right now that if y'all looking for somebody without baggage, then you might as well just say, hey, I'm going to be alone, because everybody is going to have some kind of baggage. Now, the problem is that this is a co-ed environment. It looks more like a day camp other than a relationship. It kind of doesn't make any sense to me, but and it's my eyes looking in. I'm an outsider looking in. So I think that is definitely and absolutely, yeah. What was your question? You said, somebody said, will she leave? And so I'll get to that. We'll save that for last, okay? I think I've done a reading on Natureboy before, but I'll go ahead and throw the cards. He's supposed to be a healer. I'm wondering if he wears makeup on camera. Spirit just said something to me about that. Seems like the whole situation is typically in this kind of environment, it's the man's head. You know what I'm saying? It's what he's dealing with. It's what's going on with him. And she loves him so much that she's willing to deal with it. Okay, she's willing to deal with it. And this is the reason why, you know, I don't get up in outrage and stuff like that. I don't, because, you know, the more and more you tell a person not to want a person, they're gonna want them even more. So that, like, basic psychology. But I think that she's in it for the long run, just judging by these cards. This Justice card represents marriage. So she's made a commitment to him, you know, and so we'll look at what his demons are. Y'all want to see that next? Well, I want to know if he's being coached in some kind of way, and then by who, but at the same time, it all comes in through spirit, you know. And so I've seen him doing rituals live. The rituals seem a bit intense and almost hard on the body. So he looks like he's doing okay, but it reminds me of the Four of Pentacles in the Deviant Moon Tarot is what it reminds me of. Because Lavender said, let me get my Florida. Well, I know that's right. I need to order me some of that. And I got a haul coming up too, guys, but and to make sure y'all come and get them cleanses. If you're gonna be dealing with a man like this, you got to take care of yourself. You know, spiritually. Look at everything he's been through. He's been with other men before. You know, he's physically violent. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to be a mammy. I know a lot of people would like for me to come on here and say, girl, you just need to leave that man. Girl, what you doing? You know, I'm not going to do that. I am a spiritual reader, and so I'm reading it. So a lot of people coming to watch this, keep that in mind, that, you know, I'm just trying to keep it professional, but at the same time, y'all know how I am. So, you know, but I want to get down to the bottom of it because I'm concerned about her. You know, like, I'm not, like, I'm an empath, and I accidentally deleted that video that I put up because for some reason YouTube has been doing this weird thing. But I yeah, she needs some spiritual help. Okay, but see, men like him are actually afraid to get help because he's afraid of what? Losing control. And, you know, because in hindsight, this is what she wants. She wants it to be the two of them. Okay. And that's not what's happening at all. She has to sit there and literally know about him sleep. If I knew that somebody I was in love with was sleeping with somebody, I've been did all kind of rituals and spells and stuff. I just, yeah, like it's just, you know, and it is what it is. You know, I couldn't do that. Like I just be like, wow. Spirits, show me. You know what? I'm gonna start with a new deck, and I'm gonna light some incense. And since you guys see, we got some empaths out here. We got Outer Banks Witch is definitely, absolutely an empath. We got Lavender. All of y'all are empaths in here. I can feel it. And so, so Lavender Flower is like, let me get my Florida water. I'm starting to feel it. So we're going to light some more incense, and I'm going to put on a little protection frequency because those were malevolent forces that he was conjuring, and those could be his ancestors, you know. Men can be very complicated. They can be. And to me, it looks like she has a nervous condition. Almost looking at her, but she's been overtaken with this love for him. She's been over. I mean, it has just been over. It's just taken over her spirit. Okay. All right. We're going to do something to remove negative energy. Or let's do some angelic frequencies. Angelic protection frequencies is what we're going to listen to. Yeah, these readings are, you know, spirits come through these cards. So, you know, and I always call to Saint Michael for protection. I always do that. So, and that's not just for my protection, but it's you guys' protection too. And so, you know, that's just real. You know, that's as real as it can get. Okay, because a lot of y'all are very empathic. Yeah, people can be complicated. Hello, Jesus, love me. Hello. Come here to my, hey, boo. Hey. Okay. Oh, that incense smells good. You ever light up an incense and walk out the room and come back and say, oh, you know, that incense smells kind of good, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of the moment that I just had. All right, we're going to read with the Santa Martha deck. All right, Spirit, show me Natureboy's demons. That's what women do. We deal with the man's demons, do we not? That's what we've been doing throughout history. Especially the religious ones. That gets real complicated, you know. And when you love a man, you gonna put up with, you know, God only knows there's a, you know, but some women, you know, some women don't play that, you know, but I don't know. All right, spirits. They've been working on him for years though. And it's not helping. You know, he still has several women that he wants to be married to. So none of them are really able to tie this man down. Okay. Striving to be the Proverbs 31 woman. Yeah. Yeah. The star reversed. Okay. That's how it looks to me. The strength card. That one was reversed for me too, but I'm okay. 4 of Wands, but it's reversed. King of Swords in the upright. The Hermit in the reverse position. So he has an extreme need to have admiration and stuff around him. The Star card comes up in the reverse position. I feel that he's definitely spiritually gifted, but I don't think that his powers have manifested yet. Not yet. Love spell. Oh yeah, that one's really good. I've had that in a lot of different brands, and I always love that. He definitely wants to be famous. I can see that. He wants to be more famous than what he actually is. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my throat. It's probably just spirit. But I also feel that the star card reverse represents his own need to heal himself. And from what I'm seeing in these cards, he's not even halfway there yet. He's definitely very, very, there's a person, I can sense them. I can sense them. He's not, he's being coached. Yeah, it's like when spiritual messages are coming up, it'll kind of make me have to clear my throat a little bit, and, and I'll be hawking it, you know. It happens spontaneously during readings. There's a person here that I do feel is directing them, but it feels like this person is coming in through spirit. This is an ancestor. I definitely do feel as though this is a malevolent force or spirit. Spirits, show me this right here is the contract that they're in, and it definitely has something to do with sexual energy. It has something to do with marriage. That's why it's not a coincidence that he's doing this, because this is like a spiritual contract right here, this Four of Wands. Okay, this is the marriage card, but it also represents devotion. Okay, so this card right here is the spirit, and it is a negative spirit. I already know, but I'm going to clarify these three cards. Okay, spirits, give me some clarity on whoever this, they're showing me a strong force. Okay, so I just had a bunch of cards fall out. Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, it's somewhere in here, the Emperor. Okay, so this is absolutely, it's definitely malevolent. This is the spirit right here that affects him, but it's in the reverse position for me. So this is how it looks for me. This is how all these cards look for me. Okay, this one's actually upright for me. Okay, so that's how it is right here. So you can tell that right here that this is telling me some kind of bloodline thing. I feel that Natureboy has some extremely influential people in his family. Do I feel that he is acquainted to these people? No, but he's coming down. I can sense something in his bloodline. Something in his bloodline. However, it has, what spirit is telling me is that it has no place in this time, what they're doing. And it does create quite a burden. Malia is absorbing a lot of this. This is the spirit that oppresses her and all of them. Right here, this Emperor reverse, it's a male, but then you've got a lot of males right here. You got a male, malevolent force, male, 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 female in the reverse position. If they want to tie him down, they would need to get rid of this spirit, but this spirit is very strong. It's what we call a penis demon. You know what I'm saying? It's a penis demon, but they, I don't want to say the other word, but that's pretty much what you have right here. And all of these cards represent male ancestors and spirits, all of them. This card right here represents deep ancestors that are going against the status quo. So we hear him very often talking about the white man taught you this, or Babylon taught you this, and that was created by the white man. Not really. Not really. That was created by nature. So when these women want to leave because they don't want to share him with other women, they don't, and it's showing on what she's doing, and he's definitely ignoring it. I think that deep down he knows that this is what she's that his actions is why she's, so it's almost like she's trying to get his attention too. It is, but as far as like the white man didn't make up traditional marriage, that's been around since the dawn of time, and black people were we were the first people, right? I mean, are we all in agreement to that? Some people may or may not agree with that, but so the white man didn't teach these women to want to be the only one for him. That's something that happens in nature. That, you know what I'm saying? From the beginning of time, before we had cell phones and TVs and even cars and planes, people were being murdered and killed out of crimes of passion. Okay. So just because they couldn't record it back in history, but women, wanting to be the only one, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So thank you, Lavender Flower. So this has been going on since the beginning. Now, another thing that this is telling me is that the need for these women, the need for the women is the main issue, which is why the devil keeps coming up, because there is a negative entity attached to the situation, which is why Lavender Flower said, let me get my Florida water. I like to use that stuff as perfume. You can use a little bit of it as perfume, just like put it on your wrist or the back of your neck. That's some good stuff. I need to get some of that. But this is the spirit coming in as a major arcana, the Emperor reversed. You can tell that it's a very, oh man, this is one of his sides. Like, this is what he turns into when he's, this is who he turns into. This Emperor in the reverse position that is very unyielding, controlling, maybe even spiteful. But the Emperor is the father. This could be his father too, but this is an ancestor this is an ancestor. This is a spiritual thing that, because, and this Three of Wands in the reverse position is saying that it's, the energy is running low on that situation. So, if Malia leaves, what spirit is telling me is that she'll just be replaced with another. Natureboy himself needs help. Will he ever get it? Probably not. Okay, unless one of these women actually does it. But since he's doing rituals and he's heavily in contact with this particular ancestor, that won't happen, because this ancestor actually works against him. This ancestor actually does not have his best interest at heart, because what I can see through these cards just alone, and I'm gonna throw 5 more, is that he'll end up alone. He'll end up alone and sick. It's tearing him down. It's tearing all of them down. Okay. They're having one of the babies that passed away. That baby was not a demon. That baby was a sacrifice for that spirit, is what that was. So there was one of them that was there, had a baby that passed away. God rest that baby's little soul, please, in peace. Because I don't want to invoke that baby. You do not ever want to invoke the spirit of an intranquil baby. That's one of the worst things you can invoke, I'm telling you, because all kind of crazy stuff will start happening. Lights will start blinking. Even though little babies are small, they're very, very powerful. Okay. Now, that baby was a sacrifice for whatever this entity is. And then, of course, the devil has came up. Now, I'm going to throw the next 5 cards. 2 of Cups is reversed. The Chariot upright. He definitely has abandonment issues. Okay. Not that bad. It's not that bad. But this is what the bad is right here. And he could, just to say this to these women, he could stay this way for the rest of his life. But I'm pretty sure that it'll probably be one woman or 2 women or somebody that's gonna stick by him. But he, this 2 of Cups is actually reversed. Let me flip them so y'all can see them. You said not ever doing that. Okay, so that's how they look. So he has a need for love very deeply. He does have abandonment issues. He does have a sadness and emotional sadness, but instead of him actually dealing with it, he just projects it onto, different people there. So he's not actually dealing with his negative emotions, especially from his childhood. So this is the inner child right here. And then this is the adult child. Okay, so this is him by himself, but the Chariot is usually 2. But, which is, and so he does have abandonment issues. 9 of Cups, abandonment issues or something else. That's a malevolent force by itself. It's abandonment issues. He does have them. Something to do with his father. Here's another spirit that's on the penis. This is this is that spirit right here. One of them is controlling his head. This one controls his heart. This one is controlling his manhood. 8 of Pentacles reversed. It's to me what this card is saying, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, but it's almost like somebody that needs to grow up. Okay. There's a lot happening in these cards, even though we don't have the 10 of Swords, or you can definitely see what is happening, in the cards as far as what we're seeing. Now I can look at Malia's demons also, and we'll look at that. Spirit, show me Malia's demons. Five of Cups, 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Nine of Wands. She's actually suicidal right now. She's suicidal. Okay. Yep. Yep, absolutely. I do, sis. I do. I get that. Okay. She's suicidal. She's definitely just looking at this. She's definitely very depressed. She's codependent on this man for her happiness. Rough childhood. Rough childhood. A lot of repressed memories, repressed emotional memories of the head and the heart. A lot of them all right here, from probably when she was in her mama's womb to going up to at least the age of 14. And just looking at the numbers, because usually when you're doing readings on younger people, you'll see, the cards will point to that, so you can tell that we're dealing with inner child pain and emotional pain and memory. But she's weak. Her life force is very, very, very weak right now. And I also ran across a video where she had passed out while they were on a nature trail. And so if she doesn't get help for herself real soon, she'll succeed in killing herself. She's suicidal. It's very common to be, I guess suicidal, for something. A lot of people that I know experience being suicidal, especially in their youth. We have to keep in mind that to me, they're all children, including Natureboy. He's a child. Somebody was asking me, would I date him? No, not ever. But I feel that she is definitely and absolutely near death's door right now. So my question to Spirit is she going to get some help? Spirits, is Malia going to get some help? Some medical treatment, some, just help overall. Is she going to get help soon? Because time is running out. So the answer is yes. There is a God. She has guardian angels. Here's her angel right here. Here is another angel, and then here's another one. So she is going to get some help. She's not going to, I can't say whether or not she's going to die, but it looks good from here. Now, keep in mind that this magician is in the reverse position, this hanged man. All of them are sacrifices, period. All of them are. For this, sacrifices, for this particular entity, which, came up as the devil also. So this would be the devil. Okay. King of Pentacles is saying that she definitely needs medical treatment. This means that she needs calories in her body. We've already talked about that. She needs earth, air, fire, and water. So she needs water. The magician reversed again. Somebody's doing work on her. Somebody's doing work on her. But this also indicates that she may be about to get some kind of spiritual help. So she could, because what's going on with her, because of course, if your spirits ain't right, your body ain't gonna be right, your mind ain't gonna be right. So she's gonna end up getting some kind of spiritual help, but then also something about this hangman card tells me that we'll be seeing her go in for some kind of medical treatment. It may also be an emergency. The temperance card can represent that it may be emergency treatment that she gets at like a hospital. Let's see when that's going to happen. Spirits, when is that going to happen? It'll be soon. It'll be soon. Absolutely. It'll definitely be soon. All of these cards represent quick movement for me, especially the Seven of Wands. So I feel as though like within a week or so, 7, 8, 9, 10, within a week or so. But see, the problem is that she needs to at least hydrate herself, because somebody that is that emaciated, it was pretty extreme when I saw the way that she looked. Okay. And see, that's the thing about when you have like darker skin, like it can be more difficult to show signs that something is wrong because you have the color in your skin. And so she does look pale, her eyes look swollen, and she looks really bad to me. And I think that she's going to start looking worse. I think that's what this King of Swords is saying, that she's going to start looking worse. The Eight of Swords reverse, she is sort of because here's the thing, if you're her husband, why can't you make her go to the hospital? If it's something wrong with your wife and she needs your help, then be a real husband and get her the help that she needs. Okay, if he really cares about this woman, he will get off of social media exploiting her, and he will go and get her help. He'll take her to the hospital. That would make sense to me. Right here indicates to me that he's kind of dropping the ball a little bit, when right now is the time to be stern. You've been stern about everything else. So if she needs some kind of medical attention, then you need to be stern and tell her, hey, listen, because he probably should be, I don't know. A lot of people will say, oh, well, he can't make me eat. Well, he needs to. And then all of these women could help her too. But it's almost like what is that? What are they doing? It's like some kind of thing to where all of these women want an intimate relationship with this man, and it seems like they're just eliminating each other one by one. So is what it looks like to me. Instead of it being like a love relationship, like they all love each other. I don't see that, and I don't feel that. In fact, I'm usually deeply disturbed when I do see them, which is why I don't watch them often. Okay, somebody said there was a question. Hold on. Okay. Will this ever be over with Natureboy? Let's answer that question first. Okay, a card fell out. Up. Queen of Wands. Yes or no? Major arcanas, even numbers is yes. Odd numbers and court cards is no. Yeah, it will be. It will be. He'll eventually he'll figure it out. Eventually he's gonna get it right. When? That could take a while. That could definitely take a while, especially when he's so resistant, because what I can sense from a lot of them is that they have all put in some kind of work to kind of tie him down, so to speak. But he will eventually get it together. This is what they look like. This is what the cards look like from my end. Okay. This is the spirit again that's taken the life of the children. Took Mama Dia passed away too in that cult as well. So this is the spirit or entity that is taking. It's almost like a succubus type spirit, but much more malevolent than that. And it's the Queen of Wands, so it makes sense. I guess that you could say that this entity would be female gender, but not of a human variety. Not of anything that has walked this earth in human flesh. See, most of our goddesses and gods and deities, they've existed as humans also. Or, some of them, a lot of them are elemental, but that's just like Shiva. I truly believe that Shiva, exists. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that deity, and I believe that he can show up in the physical too. So I believe that all deities have the ability to do that. This is something totally different right here. Still in their life force. But yeah, he will. He'll probably end up marrying one of them. You can tell that there's going to be some kind of change. But I think it's going to be connected and tied into his creativity. See, when he finds his north, then he won't have to exploit those women for money. He won't have to exploit himself. He's not just exploiting those women, he's exploiting himself. So he won't have to. When he figures that out, when he figures out what he should be doing creatively, then this is when this is all going to change. But see, this Ace of Pentacles is saying to me 10 years. 10 years. And I'm going to look up his zodiac sign and his age. Natureboy zodiac sign and age. Yeah, see, he may not even, he's not that famous. He ain't that famous. Just a hint, if you want to really be famous, make a little Wikipedia of yourself and give some information. I would guess that he's a fire sign, but I could be wrong. I've guessed wrong, but something, I'm picking up on fire energy from him. I believe that he's probably said his zodiac sign, but I don't watch him enough. to even know that. So, okay, hold on a second. Let me. And this spirit guide is telling me that somebody else is gonna pass. It's gonna be another death. And that's not good at all. Let me see if I can find his zodiac sign on YouTube somewhere. Oh Lord, I think he no. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody got a video up with his real natal chart. Okay, hold on. Let me see if she. Oh damn, she gonna make us listen to it. Damn. Hold on, let me see. You mean to tell me when is this? Okay. Wow. They're not even they're being careful not even to put it in the. They're just giving his ascendant sign. It's either Cancer or Scorpio. I could definitely see Cancer. They putting gin spirits on people. Look it up. Somebody said that in the comments. Yeah, it's I don't know. I can't tell by this. Yeah, I don't think anybody knows his zodiac sign. So, and like I said, I don't watch it enough to know. But yeah, I do see that. Now, as far as Malia leaving, pull a couple of cards for different timelines on what timeline, what happens when she leaves, and another timeline for what happens if she stays. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Spirit guides, what's going to happen when she leaves? Or what happens when she leaves? Wow, that's an interesting question. I was thinking, I kind of heard that he was a Taurus, but not too sure. I'll have to, maybe I'll take some time and research it. Okay. What happens to Malia when she leaves? And then when do you see her leaving at all? Do you see her leaving Natureboy at all, spirits? And when? Nope. They don't see her leaving. So now she ain't leaving. That's a definite, that's a definite, maybe. I'm gonna tell you something. These two cards right here, this Page of Pentacles reverse, this Four of Pentacles reverse, this Two. You see that? Okay, that's how they are. And I know that I'm stacking cards on top of each other. I do that, y'all. I do that sometimes. Let me move this out the way. That was from a different question. It's gonna take her a while. Four of Pentacles, at least a few more years. It would be a few more years. It would not be in the time frame that y'all are looking for. I'm seeing the number that I'm seeing is the number 4, and I'm seeing it in variations. So I feel like it's only from what I'm and see, when I saw this card, I said, yeah, this is the slowest moving card right here. This Page of Pentacles, this is Earth energy. So this is not movement fast. This is when a person is there to stay. And spirits are saying that it is a unhealthy relationship, but that she'll still be in it for at least 4 years. And so when she leaves, what are you seeing happening, spirits, when she leaves? Why is she gonna leave? She's gonna leave for another relationship. I can already see that. Because she'll probably get tired of it. She'll get tired. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna get tired of it. She's gonna outgrow the situation. Do I feel that he's gonna make a commitment with just her? No. If he would make a commitment to anybody, it would be Eliana. And that's if Eliana would have him. But when she does leave, it is going to be another lover, is what I can see, leaving for another person. You see these cards, the Queen of Cups is reversed. You know, this, you can tell that the state that she's going to be in when she leaves, she's definitely not going to be happy. She's not going to feel fulfilled. She's not going to feel that this relationship has done anything for her. She's not. And the Sun card in the upright position says that she's definitely going to, you know, go into a better aspect of life, but it's going to take her a while. It is. Eight of Swords reversed. It's not going to be easy. Because that kind of situation, to me, they just been traumatizing. Malia, who? Malia is Nature Boy's second wife, third wife, I think. And something like that follows you. You know, she's going to have to cut and, you know, do some cord cuttings and some cleansings and clearings. But you can tell that when she does leave, it is going to be for somebody else. She's going to, I can tell that she's going to find somebody else that, that wants a traditional relationship. You know, this other person, you can tell they're going to want that kind of, even though men may want that, they still may cheat. But that's that. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather put up with that than to put up with somebody that got 7 other women in my face. I mean, but I'm different. Okay, I'm different. Okay, everybody got their own thing that they can deal with. But you can tell that she's definitely going to come to a crossroads, and she's going to leave. Now, I think that it would be a mistake for her to have any regret on her heart, but, you know, I guess that would take her some time to get over the situation. But I mean, I think that if she's going to stay there with him, what's the point in regretting it? Just say, hey, you know, we had this space and time together. So that's a wasted emotion. 5 of Cups is just, you just wasting your emotion. You wasting your time, you know, being upset about it. You know, and then definitely don't play victim about it. Because if she continues to see herself as a victim, then she's going to continue to possibly hurt herself. Because I don't care what nobody says. It's, you know, even though some of the stuff that they do it for attention. But, you know, that whole chest, the whole chest showing, that's deep. That's real. That's real. That's not a body cast that they're putting her in to make it just look like it. No, they are really, she's really going through something. And I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me see here. I'll pull this up real quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to look at if she stays. There was a video that I was looking at. Who was looking at all these? Good Lord. Okay. Where did it go? I guess I should have put Nature Boy in here too so that people would know. that I was talking about them, but you know, I'll make sure that I do that so that they'll so that people, oh Lord have mercy. Hold on, y'all. Cause I'm trying to get to, okay, so here's one, but the one that I saw earlier, let me find that one. Let me find that one because that one said it all. I think the name of it was, yeah, Nature Boy. No, this one, yeah, yeah, that's very. I'm about to share a screen, you guys. I think that he should go ahead and get her some medical attention now because as her husband, supposedly as her husband, you should be getting this woman some help. Okay, so you see, and it's you know it's bad, but I guess it's kind of, I don't know, like you're not supposed to see. Hold on, and see, he's purposely panning the camera over to the very healthy pregnant woman over there. He's purposely panning the camera over there. Okay. So you see how you can see all of the tendons and stuff in her chest, and you can see this is her collarbone, but then this is her rib cage. All of this is her rib cage. And you can see that she's obviously not healthy. You know, you can see where the breast, she's lost a lot of breast tissue and fat. And you know, she just, and even in like you'd have to look at the video. She kind of turns to the side and then you can really see it. You can really see it. And yeah, so a lot of people will probably assume that she's on drugs too, but I didn't see that in the reading. Not anywhere. Okay. Now the devil could indicate drugs, but there, I'm gonna just tell you something. Sometimes when it comes to these women worshiping these men, it can be worse than any drug. Okay, so sometimes that's just what that is. Okay, um, yeah, and so we're gonna explore the second question that the person asked. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer a few, not personal questions, but I'll be back either tomorrow or yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for that. But I wanted to do this because I could see that somebody was obviously in need of help. Um, what happens if she stays? Well, she is gonna stay from what, and this could change. See, readings can be subjective. You never know. Sometimes telling the future, and especially if it's a negative outcome, can sometimes change the future. But does she see herself there for another 4 years? I don't think so. I mean, if she doesn't get herself some medical attention, she surely is at death's door. And I'm talking about right there. Like she could literally die. Um, Especially when people are saying to her, hey, you know, you're not gaining weight. If he says she's not gaining weight, I guess she's pregnant. Somebody said that she was pregnant. Is she pregnant? Yeah, I'm, because I know that they said that he made her take a pregnancy test, and so I guess that's why he's saying, well, you're not gaining weight. Let me see. Let me see if she's pregnant. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to look and see if she's pregnant or not. Let me look at the comments. Hey, don't even say that nigga name. TikTok.
they be in other chats talking about he holding them women hostage. They don't want to stay. They just want shit. She holler, I'm leaving. Y'all okay? I'm buying your plane ticket. Take the plane ticket. And she called back. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, y'all. I'll share screen. I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, so it came back negative. Yeah, and this was just recently. Okay. What? Wait a minute. After finding out the pregnancy test was negative, he dismisses Malia as his wife. Wow, so you want more babies in that environment. Okay. So it was negative. So she's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. Oh, but he had made her, so she left 4 days ago. I don't know. I don't know, Nikki Taylor. I can't confirm that because it don't look like she left to me. Can somebody confirm if she left? Because she'll go back. I'm pretty sure that this is accurate. It didn't look like it to me. Let me check and see. Let me check. Because I think I just saw a video from 24 hours ago. Give me a second. Well, regardless if she left or not, with her looking emaciated, just like that. Just hold on, let me see. Okay, that was 2 weeks ago when she took the pregnancy test. I don't know. It was 6 days ago when they did when he was sitting down with her, talking to her. Well, she was very, very she had a really, really very kind of muscular body when she first got there too, just looking at some of the old videos. Okay, yeah, here's a video that says Malia is leaving, Natureboy is letting her, but she's gonna come back though. She's gonna come back, and I'm almost wondering if she is getting medical attention, like right now, because if she left, that doesn't mean that she got medical attention. Has anybody heard from her? Okay, you didn't actually see her leave, but he says she's gone. Has anybody on the internet heard from her? Because that doesn't mean that she got medical attention. She could, she could still be in a bad way wherever she's at. But I can see her. I don't see the relationship is over because what happens is that they leave and they come back. And so I ran into a video saying that it was supposed to be that Eliana's supposed to be coming back. And so he kind of rotates them, doesn't he? Whatever it is totally ridiculous. The videos that I saw with her looking emaciated and looking sad, that is the reason why. That's the reason why. You said no, she's not. Okay. She needs to get some spiritual help wherever she's at. I think that she will be back. If she did leave, I believe that she will be back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, are they still in Atlanta or in Georgia? Because didn't they move back to the States? Or did they go back out in nature? Yeah. If she hasn't, I feel that she needs to reach out, and let people know that she's okay. Because you know, you she obviously needed some medical attention. Okay, so they're still they went back to the where are they at, Mia Pete? Yeah, she absolutely. But see, first of all, I believe that she will be back. That's what I see, because or it could be that she's going to be dealing with something. It's something that she's dealing with. It is. You can tell. Yeah. Well, if she left, I don't believe that she's necessarily getting the help that she needs. Okay. Or at least what I could see according to that video, which wasn't that video like less than a week ago? The video with them all standing there, that was less than a week ago. I don't know. But all I know is that, these women are going to have to learn healthier, relationships, because that relationship was not healthy, and it never will be. No matter if you go away and then you come back, it's still not going to be a healthy situation for any of them. Okay? And so I can see her possibly getting herself better and then coming back is what I can see. I don't think that I don't think she's gone. I don't know. Um, they usually show everything, so they just so happen to not show the video of her leaving. Is that what happened? They so they claim that she left, but they didn't show a video of it. That would be strange for them to not show it, because they show everything else. So why would they leave that out? Yeah, they didn't show it. If she's gone, that's a good thing, because she needs to get herself some medical treatment and then even some spiritual help. But we would like to know, if she actually left and how she's doing since she left, is what I would like to know. Um, so anyway, that is my reading. I do believe that she's either still there or either coming back. Reputation's sake, well, they must not have cared. Lavender Flower, I mean, her being the way that she was, they must not have cared about reputation too much, with them being so open about everything, and with her obviously, being in her body being that way, in the state of being that she was. So, you know, but anyway, hopefully this is a dead issue, and she's still alive, and she's doing good. But I can tell you that a lot of that stuff it just looked like those women can't really say what it is that's on their mind. It's almost like you could tell when she was even talking about it. It seemed like to me she was talking about all those people that were there. Yeah, yeah. You missed most of it, so go and watch the playback. I'm gonna answer. the next question. Lindita has questions. I'll come back, guys, for probably like an hour. I'll come back and answer you guys' chat questions, okay? All right, spirits, what happens to Malia if she stays with Natureboy? Because I'm gonna assume if we haven't seen her leave that she's probably still there, but you know. So this magician is him. It's in the upright position. This magician is him. This Eight of Wands is him. And somebody also said that he's a Taurus Cancer moon. She's an Aries moon. The pregnant girl Zoka baby was stillborn. Okay. And this has all happened in the last week, right, Nikki Taylor? This has all happened in the last week or so. Yeah. I mean, what happens if she stays? Number one, the Six of Wands comes up. It is in the reverse position for me. So until he gets that demon off of him or whatever he's got off of him, these women will just be getting fed on and pushed around. That's it. And without them knowing any kind of spiritual protection, without there being any kind of spiritual protection is the problem. These women don't know how to defend themselves against that man. And they certainly can't control him and what he does. And it's obvious that it's not a healthy environment for somebody to leave. Like, I'm wondering if she, when she does go back, is she going to go home to her mother? I would be absolutely freaked out if I saw my child looking like that, because I know for a fact that that woman looked very, very healthy when she got there. Okay. And so doesn't matter if she left. A lot of the examination and the reading that I've done does show what this man does to people in relationships and the spiritual problem behind it. Now, keep in mind, this is what these cards look like for me. This is the sacrifice. Blood sacrifice. Okay. Being manipulated, being kicked around. Page of Swords upright. And that's social media. And then the Ace of Wands is in the upright position. So she, you know, she's definitely gonna leave that situation, but it's gonna take a lot of backbone for her to do it. He is very abusive. He is. I've heard horror stories about what he did to Eliana and how he beat her and how they sat around and watched it instead of doing something about it. So very controlling, you know, kind of diabolical nature in this man. And so this right here, these 5 cards right here is showing what's happening energetically. And this card right here was all that was needed, because until he gets that bad spirit off of him, in which, I mean, it's not to say that he's ruined for life. He just got to get that spirit off of him. Because if it was my daughter, oh my goddess, wow, no, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if he would get himself exercised of this and cut the cord, because like I said, this is bloodline, it is ancestors, it is all kind of stuff, but see, his ancestors are tied to this same demon, you know. And so it's at the end of the day, They're talking about demons, but I mean, they're all being controlled by demons, and very bad ones, ones that are trying to sacrifice them. That's why I said that's why that little baby died. So he's got to get that off of him. Otherwise, he's gonna continuously have a pattern of these very unhealthy relationships where he's like, oh, well, I'm just a polygamist. And it's like, no, you are taking people's souls, their spirits, is what he's doing. That's why I can't watch him for too long. I can't do it. And because I know all about this stuff, y'all. I have seen it all. And I have been through enough, so I know exactly what happens. And I've never necessarily been through this, like, I've lost weight before, but god dang, like that was just like, wow. And so, I think that it was a very stressful situation. I think that I can see her, if she did leave, she's coming back. She's in love with Natureboy. I don't feel that she left. I think my spirits would have told me 2 hours ago. I've been here for 2 hours. So I'd have to see and confirm that she's actually left. But again, because she kept saying, well, if I leave, what do I have to go back home to? So you could see that it was obviously, issues and problems, because of course her family probably turned against her. Now, I didn't confirm that in the cards, but some families have a tendency to do that if they can't do something about it, if they see you in a situation, because she'll survive it. She'll survive it. But yeah, I have a feeling she didn't leave either. Or maybe she'll be off camera for a while, and then he'll be like, oh, she came back, because I guess that's a part of the, the draw to get her to come back. You know what I'm saying? Or to make it look like, oh, she left me, but she came back. It's like, well, I think that he needs to focus on having a healthier relationship with women, because I know for a fact that he's a misogynist. Now, that's another one, not just a narcissist, but he's very misogynistic. Okay, he doesn't really, in my humble opinion, care too much about any of those women. Because again, if you are dealing with somebody in a polygamous situation, like, for example, what do they all do? Sleep in the bed together? I mean, who's gonna hold you at night? Somebody else? A teddy bear? It makes no sense to me. That situation makes no sense to me. I'm just saying, okay? It doesn't. And to some people it might make sense, but to me it just makes no sense, because I want all of what somebody has to offer. When you're in that situation, like, I'm trying to imagine it. Does he go to different bedrooms at night? I guess that's what it is. I guess. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And I was pretty disgusted by what I heard about T.I. and Tiny. Not to say that I necessarily just believe everything that I hear, but I mean, it just, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to know what they do in the bedroom. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they doing some Bill Cosby type stuff, then, maybe I would want to know. I would quickly try to forget about it, because the deed has already been done. There's no sense in crying over spilled milk. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I try not to get myself too emotionally wrapped up in stuff, in, famous people and stuff. So I may come back tomorrow or either on Friday and do a reading on them, the two of them. So I may get that scheduled, but I'll come right back, you guys. I'm going to conclude this reading. It's obvious what they need as a spiritualist and a professional. I've been doing this my whole life, basically, but, professionally and for the public for the last several years, and I can tell you that they all need exorcisms, they all need cleanses, and he needs to cut the cord from this ancestral male, okay, that is attached to his root and sacral chakra. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mia P. Good night to all of you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys need a private reading, all of my links are below. All right. I do also offer hex removers, unhexings, okay, and all kind of other stuff. So y'all can contact me if y'all want to get on my schedule, especially for the new moon. We got a new moon coming up, okay? All right, and give me about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to go get me some coffee. And I know I wasn't here hardly yesterday. And like I said, yesterday I had that empath attack yesterday. And then I accidentally deleted the video too. I meant to keep that video up, but I'll make another one. So I'll see y'all later. Peace and love. Good night. Good night, Lavender Flower.